Keri Glassman. Welcome to your most nutritious life. Today we are talking about cleansing. I love the topic of cleansing actually, but I don't love a lot of cleanses out there. Here's what I think about cleansing. First of all, I will say that I have a 4-day cleanse in every one of my books. So I guess I'm really giving you a big hint there. I like cleansing. I do believe in cleansing, but I believe in cleansing the right way. I don't believe that you need to liquid cleanse. I think when people do a liquid cleanse, whether it's a cleanse that's mostly like a water and lemon concoction or an all juice cleanse, I really believe for most people it just sets them up to binge at the end of the cleanse, yo-yo diet, and or just proliferate unhealthy habits, really that attitude of being on or off a diet. I believe that a cleanse should be the foundation, or you could think of it as the framework or the skeleton for new behaviors. So what I mean there is I like people to think of those 4 days as not just I'm on something that I'm going to be off of it, but as a start into a new, healthier, cleaner way of eating. So I'm going to give you an example of a 4-day cleanse. So this is one of my favorites. It's really simple, and you're gonna see, look at all this food right here. All of this food you could eat on a 4-day cleanse. Again, super simple. I like to keep it easy, so you could actually even do this with dining out. You don't have to cook at home. Of course, you'll be able to control the foods that are in your diet a little bit better if you do prep your food at home, but you can even do this dining out. So let's start with breakfast. A cup of green tea, and then 2 eggs. And I like the green tea because first of all, you have to stay super hydrated, and green tea we know is loaded with antioxidants. So again, we're putting in foods in this day that are working for us. The 2 eggs are loaded with protein, of course, but if you get omega-3 fortified eggs, you'll also be getting in a little bit of that omega-3, which helps reduce inflammation, is also good for your mind, also good for weight loss. And then right here we have basil, but you could put anything on here, oregano. The reason I love adding herbs or spices to eggs is it adds a little bit of antioxidants, adds a little bit of fiber, and adds flavor without adding salt. A great habit to get into that, again, you'll be able to take with you as you go forward past these 4 days. I want you to use the 4 days as a time, not as a time that you're gonna do something and then never do any of this again, as a time to create new great habits. So adding herbs and spices to every meal is one of those things. Again, flavor, no calories, fiber, and antioxidants. I love, love, love herbs and spices. Okay, then moving right along to snack time, because I know that a couple hours after breakfast, I always need a snack, and I want you to snack too. So I want you to have a green apple. Green apples are loaded with water, volume, fiber. They're also the highest antioxidant fruit, and I like them to go with here, a little bit of cinnamon. Sprinkle cinnamon right on an apple just like that and crunch into it, or slice it. I like to slice it, put them in a bag and let the cinnamon get all over them. It's crazy, but I swear it does taste a little bit like apple pie. I know, no, I'm not, you're looking at me like, oh yeah, right, apple pie. I swear to you, I indulge in real desserts. I'm not crazy like that. I've not turned totally wacky thinking that, but I swear, try it. It does taste like that. So I love that for a snack, and cinnamon also has a little bit of antioxidant value to it, helps control your blood sugar just a little bit, and can even help control stress. We're gonna save the artichoke for later because this is your afternoon snack. I'm gonna go back to it. For lunch, I want you to have a big spinach salad. So spinach, we know, of course, antioxidants, fiber, water volume. I love greens, red pepper, great crunch, more nutrients, of course, and then we have pecans for your healthy fat, also the highest antioxidant nut, so that's one of the reasons I also love pecans in particular. Plus, pecans are a sweet nut. Again, here you are thinking that I think things like this are candy. I don't. I know they're not just like candy, but they are a sweet nut, I swear. Compare this to an almond, it's sweet. Okay, and here I show chickpeas, but you can really do any protein. This would be an example of keeping this a plant-based meal, but you could have grilled lean chicken. You could have, you could even have grass-fed steak right here. I just want some protein in this meal. Okay, then we go to the afternoon and we have an artichoke. You can have steamed artichoke from a jar or a can are also easy to find, even if there's a little olive oil in there, that's good. Olive oil is healthy fat, working for you. But I do love artichokes because they're high in fiber. And have you ever sat there and eaten artichoke just like this one leaf at a time. It's actually fun. I swear, maybe I have a really boring life that I find that fun, but I swear it's kind of fun to eat an artichoke. And it slows you down. Just the act of eating an artichoke is like, makes you eat it slowly so you stay full. It's really a beauty food too, loaded with fiber, all kinds of antioxidants that fight inflammation. Love my artichokes. Okay, then we're gonna move on to, we just did snack, we're on to dinner already. Dinner, big old dinner. We're gonna have a salad, romaine, tomatoes, red peppers, and then also, I don't show the olive oil here, but some olive oil and lemon for a dressing. By the way, olive oil and lemon, whether you are cleansing or whether you're indulging, olive oil and lemon together, just that two simple things on any salad is so delicious. You don't even need vinegar, you don't even need herbs and spices, although I do love vinegar and herbs and spices, but it's just, anyway, a little side note there that just olive oil and lemon is great on any salad by itself. And then we have asparagus. Asparagus, we know, acts as a diuretic. Many people know it acts as a diuretic, so it helps flush you out, a great thing to do when you're cleansing. And here we have salmon. I love salmon because, again, it's a great way to get your protein in, loaded with omega-3s, those essential fatty acids that are so good for everything from weight loss to fighting inflammation, and just so satisfying and tasty, especially when you're cleaning up your diet. You will look forward to that salmon, promise you. And then for a dessert, a bowl of berries loaded with antioxidants, delicious, sweet, yummy, perfect way to end the meal. And then go have a cup of chamomile tea, get a fantastic night's sleep, do some meditation throughout those days, make sure you still do a little bit of exercise. You will have plenty of energy to exercise with this amount of food, so get that exercise in and take some time to yourself. Take care of yourself on these 4 days. You are going to feel fantastic, I promise. You're going to feel great if you do this. And down below this video, I have the exact portions of this 4-day cleanse, so you can follow it to a T if you like. But we also have a link to our Nutritious Life e-guide to cleansing, where there is this cleanse plus 5 others. So there's a cleanse for everyone, all different types of eating styles, lifestyles. There's a cleanse for you in that guide, so check it out. Of course, also, once you do this, or even before you do it, if you have questions, leave some comments below, because I was gonna say, I wanna hear how it goes for you. I wanna hear about your experience. I wanna hear your favorite ways to cleanse, what you think about this. Also, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.